Let's go, guys. Training vlog today. Going to take you guys through a training session. I'm not going to get the warm-up in, that's boring, but pretty much for warm-up today, we changed our warm-up a little bit. It's winter here in Australia, so I'm doing more active things in my body working. So I've got on the bike, I've got some goblet work, I've got a little bit of active stretching, running, all that kind of stuff. Just easy stuff, 15 minutes to get myself warm. Today's session, we've got hang snatches. We're going to do 4 doubles at 140 kilograms, which is around 85%. I hope. After that, we're going to then go on to some snatch high pulls, 140, nice and easy. We're then going to finish off with some front squat, front squat, front squat jerk from the rack. Now, I love this exercise because it really reiterates that dip and drive, and it feels freaking heavy, you know? It's not easy when you're doing a front squat transition to a jerk. Do a clean and jerk, much easier. So it's a really good exercise to help build up that leg strength, but as well as that stability in that jerk. Once we finish that, we're gonna move on to front squats, just a nice 2x2 at like 195 like that. So I'll take you guys through the workout. Like, comment, and subscribe. Thanks for tuning in. Getting ready for training. Warm-up's done. Took me 16 minutes. That's how long I give myself to warm up each session. And I'm pretty diligent with that. Okay, so hang snatches are the first exercise on the menu for tonight's workout. Like I already discussed, 140, 4 sets of 2, 85%. This is good practice, good training. Love snatching between 80 to 90%. It's a really good range for me. When I'm pushing my clean and jerks, my squats and pulls, my snatches do tend to suffer a bit. So I find that 80, 85, 90% if I'm feeling all right is a really good range. Obviously the same with clean jerks, maybe a little bit less. But yeah, we'll hit that. Now, things I'm focusing on for today's session in snatch. Hang has been something that I've been struggling with a little bit lately. I have been doing it a lot more. It has been getting better. We've hit 150 for a double from there, which is good. What I'm trying to work on is that nice control coming down into that above the knee position. I'm also working on trying to come down a little bit lower, almost below the knee, but without actually going below the knee. So I'm going to practice that today, just to work on, staying over the bar, because that's something that I do need to work on when I'm snatching from the floor, is staying over and not pulling back too soon, which is a little habit that I've developed over time, and I need to work on that. So that's kind of why I'm doing the hang work. Hang work's also really good because it's the 7th session of the week. Done 2 doubles already. So this is after a day of work, which is fine, but it's still a good exercise to get some good volume in, but obviously not fatigue me too much for, one more session, which I have on tomorrow. So yeah, that'll be the focus for today. Staying over the bar, nice control coming down. You guys will see the warm up from the bar upwards, and let's get it. BSC pre-workout, 1 scoop plus creatine, nothing crazy. Just good shit. Intra-workout carbohydrates, yum. So yeah, really working on staying over the bar, guys. I might even talk you guys through a little bit. You're mic'd up. Back nice and tight, control. Pausing, warming up as well. Let's go.
Can't stress. Can't take stress. I make a mess. Get aggressive. Angry and take it out on the neighbor's head. Like this is how I cut your face. Bitches with recession and sisters with ways ahead. Imagine what dangerous. All my ways to get this mess and make the best of the situation. Cause I feel like a little bitch. The predicaments are sticking on me. It just ain't ridiculous. I look like a freaking horse.
Sorry, I wasn't happy with that.
I wanna kick his push, but I was sticking.
All right, I'm with Coach here. Now, Coach, here's the mic. Why are we doing hangs on a Friday, 7th session of the week? Why? Like, what's the purpose of the program that I'm doing at the moment?
Well, your problem is past the knee and you're always like pulling back. So if you're going to work on that hang position, staying over the bar, especially when you're fatigued, it's Friday. Friday, Saturday are usually your worst sessions. Not worst, but you're exhausted. If you're training under fatigue, I believe you'll progress better because you have to actually work on your technique. You can't just pull and pray with these weights, especially that's a high percentage for you. Like a couple of months ago, you'd be missing a 140 single at the end of the week if you're tired. Yeah. So it's all about practicing good technique whilst you're exhausted. Yeah,
100%. No, and I'm touching on that. Like that hang position is something that I need to work on. And it's also a benefit too because it puts a little bit less stress on the body than doing traditional classicals from the floor. And I'm starting to enjoy it. So thanks, Coach.
No worries, athlete.
Yeah, so honest reflections, pretty good snatch session, 4 doubles at 140, one last set I did at one triple. Yeah, you guys will see all the footage, but that third set, I don't know, something I'm trying to work on my snatch is actually having a bit more grit to save those reps. Man, I was in so much pain look, I'm not making excuses, I am, but when you're training under pain, and you're in conditions that aren't ideal for your training, you become a bitch, straight up. And I kind of have lost the art of grinding through repetitions. If it feels uncomfortable, I just kind of let it go. So that's something that I'm really trying to reincorporate in my training is actually having a bit more grit, So there was one of the third set where we held it, we tried, we just dropped it like that, and then went on to the fourth set and did a triple because I was upset with that. But I can do it. I just got to tell myself, try a little bit harder and focus a little bit more. So definitely something we're working on. So now we're going to go on to snatch high pulls. We're going to stay at 140 kilos, 4 sets, 4 repetitions, working on getting that bar nice and high, opening up at the top, none of that Chinese shit. We're doing European style, that's what we do. Yeah, let's get it. That's always a bit ugly because when you're going from hang to floor, it just feels different. It's a completely different position. So I'd probably recommend going back down and warming back up. But I mean, I was tripling 40s, so it shouldn't be a problem just doing some high pulls at that. But yeah, that's something that I've been obviously working around with that knee, with the cartilage damage and stuff. Is that start position sometimes feels a bit icky, a little bit ugly, but the more I do it, the better it feels. So I just got to get into the right position. Like that first set felt pretty trash, but as these sets progress, 3 more to go, you'll notice I'm sitting a little bit deeper, I'm using my legs a little bit more, I'm not using my back as much, and that's just because I'm getting more confident and I'm not feeling as uncomfortable. But yeah, it's something that isn't spoken about a lot, guys. Having pain when you're hitting big weights, it's part of it, you don't hit big weights and not be in pain, So yeah, I use my back sometimes. Yeah, it's not the most optimal, but it's what allows me to hit the weights I hit with minimal pain. If I use my legs all the time, my knee's gonna be screaming. So it's just something that I've got to work through, but everyone has their own process, and that's why it's important to have a coach that knows you and work around it. Pulls are done, snatch high pulls. Were they high pulls, guys? Comment below, I think they were. We're gonna now do front squat, front squat, front squat jerk. So 3 front squats, 1 split jerk. Program's 160, 170. We'll see how we go. Got 4 sets, so quite a few sets, lots of practice. But yeah, 170 is 85-ish% of 200, which is where we're around at the moment. 210 would be nice in the future, but we'll have to see, because that's obviously going to take a lot of time. But we're in it for the long haul. Anyway, so yeah, we'll go 160, 170. Yeah, keen to see how we go. I don't know, guys, I'm a little bit out of it. I'm pretty tired this week. I don't know if you can tell. Just fucking shit, man. Life, weightlifting, people. What do you do? So, you know, like sometimes you just kind of just get like, I don't know, you just get a little bit over life. It's the same shit, you know? It's like every single day, I don't know. But I guess you just got to get up and keep doing it, you know what I mean? That's why we need goals, right? Goals keep us in the right direction. I got goals for my training, I got goals for my business, where I want to be in my life, etc. But, you know, sometimes it's not easy. It's never easy. Life's never going to be easy, guys. There's always going to be problems, always going to be, you know, obstacles in your way. Just how you navigate through them. Yeah, so enough talking. I'm just talking a lot of shit. Sorry, guys. Love doing military presses, strict presses, whatever you call them, before I do front squats to warm my front rack up. So we've done hang snatch, snatch high pull, no front rack work, so I'm feeling a little bit tight. So I love doing military presses. I'm just gonna hit 3 sets of 5 at 70 kilograms, which is not a lot. My best press is 110 kilograms, so relative it's less than 65%, you know? So, but it's enough just to kind of get my body working a little bit, get the front rack good, and then we'll be good to go to those front squat jerks. I know, Isabel. You know what I can't stand? I can't stand weightlifters.
Hang on.
Into the night.
right, hectic lad. Finished, done. Man, those front squats were not the best. Rested a little bit too long in between the front squat jerks, maybe about 5-6 minutes like that. And yeah, man, that 195 was tough. It's always that first rep with the front squat for me. I just feel so bad on my knee. I don't know, if you guys watch carefully, the tempo is really slow. I'm not doing that on purpose. It's just what my brain does to keep my knee healthy, but I don't know, guys. I'm trying my best. Guess it's just something I've got. It is what it is. We just work around it. But yeah, feeling pretty happy, I guess. Not a bad session. Front squat jerks weren't feeling too bad. A little silly miss at 170. Redeemed myself with a better set, and then finished off with the 195 2x2 front squats. Those 95 still heavy, but it's funny, like when your Olympic lifts are coming up, the squats and the pulls don't feel like they're coming up. They feel heavy. It's weird, but that's actually a good sign in my opinion. So when I know the front squats and the pulls are not feeling that easy, it's actually a good sign because I know the Olympic lifts are coming up and the Olympic lifts are feeling really good at the moment. It's just the squats and pulls are heavy, but it is what it is. Again, guys, thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, please. And yeah, we'll keep this kind of content going. A little bit of a mic'd up session. Comment below what type of content you want. We want like full days of eatings, kind of like an insight into what I do with my training. Like this is pretty in depth. Maybe things outside of training, recovery wise. I don't know. Just give me some ideas, and I'll be happy to take on board your suggestions and see what I can do. But this is just a little bit of a YouTube vlog, a little bit of a diary for me on my YouTube, so I can kind of look back on this when I get older. And I love having people subscribe and following my journey and seeing what I'm doing. And yeah, thanks for watching, guys.